I forget, I want to tell you that 29,000 of the today's special values have already been ordered. You know what that means? That means we better get serious about our shopping so that we can get exactly the size we need and the color that we want as well. That's really, really important. These feel so good on, and I have to tell you, the buzz in the studio, we're all looking at these going, okay, what color are we gonna get? Because we know they're good for us. They're Vionic. They're woven stretch, those bands which are so pretty, which give you a lot of coverage to your feet, and they're sort of strappy and sexy as well. They have stretch to them. So these fit like they were made just for you. They have a thong, which is very comfortable, and we'll explain why. Her name is Tia. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and invite Monica in. But as I tell you that, I'm going to remind you that this is a today's special value. The comp retail on this would be $90. This is a Vionic with all of that technology, and normally Vionics can be a little more expensive because you're paying for that technology. You're paying for podiatrist designs. So here you're saving $30. You're almost saving as much as you're spending, pretty close to that. 4 easy pays at $14.99. And the trustee QVC credit card would be about $12 an easy pay on that. So I invited you in so that we could go ahead and take a look at the colors together.
All right.
Because we're getting to the point of the day where some of these colors are getting limited. Some of the sizes are starting to sell out. So we want to make sure that you see all of the colors and you jump in. All right. This up top is the one that I think I'm gonna buy, is the silver.
That's a great option. Metallics are always so easy. You know, they go with everything.
Pretty.
That's what I'm wearing today. And you can have lots of options, but the metallics are just, it's simple.
I agree. You know, it's that, and the reason I'm gonna buy it is because sometimes when I wear like different colors, I'm like, well, what color should I wear with it? Silver? Now, I'm gonna go right here. And when I go right here, there you can see that champagne color has been the most popular.
Right. So that's going to give you more of your gold option. And really where you see the difference, Pat, which I love that these are right next to each other because they are quite different in metallic. And you can see here just above the toe post where that silver and where that little bit of the gold on the champagne is, just because it gives you a little differentiation. You could still really use either one for most things in your wardrobe.
Totally agree. Now, red, white, and blue. Here we go. Here's that red sandal that is just so dramatic and absolutely gorgeous and very patriotic and timely. There's your red. This is called your teal, but it's sort of a turquoise color.
This is like, I feel like Leah and I were saying this morning, this is like vacation on your feet. Like, I love this color. It's just a happy, fun summer color. So if you're looking for a little pop, this is a great one.
Now, take a look at the black because the black will have the black bottom as well, so you could really dress this up. This is a gorgeous black sandal. And then this one is called navy, but you also, the two of you, describe this as a bright, almost a little bit of a periwinkle to it. Like
yeah, it has like a little royal tone to it. It's got a little bit of purple undertone, so it's not going to be your true navy. It's not a deep navy. Here. It's got a little brightness to it for sure.
My pants are navy, and you can see that next to the pants. So you can kind of see exactly what Monica is talking about. Do you see the difference on that? Here, we'll come close. Oh, no, no. I wanted to show this so that you could, oh, no, that's okay. I know you weren't listening. I'm only kidding. Teasing you. So here's the navy and navy. That's okay. You got a lot of things going on up there. So those are all the colors. Let's talk sizing because these come in whole sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. If I'm a half size,
we're going to go down. So 8.5, go to your 8. If you're a whole size already, stay true to your whole size. The way the footbed is going to hug your foot, you'll fit perfectly. Yeah. No doubt. So we go down on the half sizes.
I like the way you said hug. This is a tide bottom. 1.4 million tides have been sold on QVC. Call us. We put our storyline up, 1-800-395-1601. Feel free to go ahead, even if you have a question for Monica. She knows how to answer all of the questions. She has all the answers, actually.
Total, to everything. All life questions. I'll try, you know.
Well, then I'm going to need to ask you something when we leave. No. But the nice thing about this is brag on them, because so many of us in here in the studio, and I'm sure you at home, have bought the Tides. This is where we started our journey with Vionic.
Absolutely. So it's giving you all that Vio Motion technology that has evolved over the years and giving you all of the pieces to the puzzle that make that natural alignment come back into play. So getting that stability in that deep heel cup where you're really seated into the shoe and supported, then that allows that arch support to come and meet the curves and contours of your feet. And then you get all the cushioning and the flexibility, so it moves with you. And what I love about this particular update on our Tide, the Tia, is that you get this brand new design. So you have all of this woven, very like contemporary, new feeling shoe that's got a lot more of kind of an artisanal feel to it. Really holds and hugs your foot. So it comes very far back. You can see where that Gore goes almost beyond the arch. So it's really going to stay on, it's going to stay put, and it's got that beautiful soft toe post. So it's a grosgrain ribbon. So Pat, you were saying before, the comfort, you know, when you wear one of these thong sandals, maybe you're someone who says, oh, I don't love a thong because it feels bad between my toes. This is going to be soft. You're not even going to feel like it's there. And it's got just enough stretch in the forefront. This is going to really hold you in. But all the stretch that matters is back here. So as you're moving, that is going to move with your foot. You've got all that flex and cushioning on that beautiful EVA insole. So really a sandal you're going to go to time and time again.
Well, speaking of not paying attention, I didn't realize until I put it on, because I love all the straps here.
Yeah.
I think it's prettier. It doesn't look like a practical, good for you sandal. It looks like one of those really fun, great sandals that you buy that you can feel the pebble underneath the bottom. You know, you don't want those. This actually, again, has stretch to it. So if your foot swells a little bit, how about if I'm a medium or a wide?
So this tends to be a little bit more generous in the footbed. It's a medium width, but it tends to go medium to wide. Okay. So if you're a little bit more wide, you should be great with the Tide. I know there are so many of you out there who have pairs and pairs of the Tide, not because you need to replace them, but just because you like to add to the collection.
Right.
This is one of those bottoms that feels so fantastic that every time we do a new upper on it, it's just another reason to add a comfortable, supportive sandal to your wardrobe. And you know, we know what this footbed does. We've got the original here in the studio, and the whole reason behind why the doctor who started this from Australia, Dr. Vasily, 46 years ago, made this all happen, because we can see that it's been, you know, brought here in this very special box, Pat, because it truly is about 46 years old. I didn't even know what this was.
I was like, what?
It's our museum piece.
This is so cool. So what are we looking at?
So when Dr. Vasily started this, it was because he had a patient who came in, had custom orthotics. And when he wore shoes, it was either sneakers, he was a sanitation worker who wore sneakers, or flip-flops. He was also a runner. So he was always for comfort and ease of wear.
He knew to take good care of his feet.
Came into the office with his custom orthotic duct taped to a flip-flop. So it was kind of a light bulb moment, right? I mean, that is kind of where it was born. And now we know it's because you can't get an insole and shove it in your sandal, right? Like we can with our sneakers.
Right.
So hence the Tide bottom, the rest bottom, all of these great sandals were created to give us that opportunity to have a sandal with built-in support and comfort and all of this technology to really help you have the best opportunity to feel that alignment.
It's a game changer.
It is.
For those of you who thought, well, you know what, my days of being able to wear, you know, cute sandals are done. They're not. You're looking at the right brand here. This is podiatrist designed. 1.4 million pairs of the Tide have already been sold. This is just their latest and their greatest design. $15 will get this home. It's free shipping and handling as well. And Amy, I didn't even notice the drawing when we did Me by Jenny Garth. So
she said, "Oh, I forgot I had to take it off." You know,
well, thank you for putting it back on.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Amy. So we draw this line because we want you to see the kind of difference that you're going to see with this technology, and it's an immediate difference that you're going to see. It's not something that has to happen over time. But you see here, the line that we've drawn on Amy is so incredibly crooked. It's all starting with that hard, flat surface because the foot is rolling in or pronating, searching for support. In fact, I'm going to ask Amy to slip into this cheapo flip-flop that we all have done, right? We've gone to the beach and we think we need the $5.
Yep.
Exactly. her pronation is worse on the flip-flop than it is on the hard floor. You can see the ankle poking out here.
Imagine
the
that
shin
by
turning.
2.
I mean, crazy. Now, remember, we're carrying around the weight of our body with our feet. So we're gonna toss this flip-flop to the side here. And then we're gonna put that tied unit under her foot and see immediately, this is why Dr. Vasili decided to come up with this biomechanical footbed in a sandal, because it's giving you that support, that stability starting with that heel, that's allowing that optimum position so that you can have all of that arch support come up, meet the curves and contours of your feet, and look at how much more straight that line is. I mean, the ankle is back in place. All of that pain that you see when you look at this has dissipated. So that's why we want you to get into the tied sandal. We want you to feel that difference. And if you've never worn them before, 2-3 days, 20-30 minutes, get used to that arch support, get used to the proper positioning.
Because you can feel it, it almost is like having you on our ankles and go like this. You can feel that realignment. So
Exactly.
we're just saying don't plan on wearing them for 24 hours the very first day if you've never worn Vionics. If you've worn Vionics, you're good to go. Come back this way. We have a very special, lovely model with us.
I love it.
A hot mom. I think it's Ace's mom.
Oh,
Hi, honey.
I know. I'm like, well, why? That is me.
That is you. How are you, love?
I'm good.
You
How
look
are
beautiful as you
look
always
beautiful.
do. Doesn't
Thank
she always
you.
look
She does. She always
beautiful?
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Well, it's a little Isaac, but you know, I'm just an ordinary person. It's a little hint of what's coming up next hour. We've got a whole hour of Loved One Skincare by John Legend, and John Legend will be here, and a special guest is joining us for the hour. So lots of great skincare, and you know what's great about
You
the
smell
brand?
good.
Thank you. Really affordable price points, which
Yeah,
is
that's
Amazing.
fantastic.
We talked about the big deal. It was $22 and change,
I
and they
know.
were large.
yeah, like
right?
really nice big
Yeah.
sizes. So I'll see you at 1
Okay.
p.m. See you
Sounds
soon.
great.
We always love watching you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
and I'm
for stopping
comfortable
by.
too, so thank you.
They look great.
And they look
I
cute
love
with
it.
their outfit,
I
right?
know, so cute. It was great.
All right, so let me explain what this is. This is a today's special value. So we're able to, you know, last night you saw Monica and she kicked it off right at midnight, and I was half asleep, so Jane was with you.
Yes.
No doubt. And then the Vionic woven stretch Gore Thong Sandals. These are that same bottom that 1.4 million women have loved and reordered again. This is a new top. This is that stretch top that's woven together so beautifully, that comes back far enough so now the thong isn't pulling at all. The thong is a ribbon-like thong, and it's actually turned so that it does not rub against between your toes, even if you've never worn thongs before. Give this a try. Who ever thought, Monica, when you think about it, that thong sandals could rise to this occasion?
Truly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because generally you think of them as flip-flops, and flip-flops are that $5 flip-flop that you replace, somebody steps on the back, that you wear a little
toe
bit.
post comes out.
Yeah, the toe
Happens all the
post
time.
comes out. It, you know, I could never wear them because they would always rub between my toes. That's not what this is. This is an opportunity for you to try Vionic, for you to gift Vionic to your girls. You know, this is something that you could give to a middle schooler, someone, you know, a high school graduation gift.
Yes.
I mean, they're beautiful, beautiful sandals. And this will go from the pool out to dinner, celebrating Father's Day, graduations, whatever the case may be. Now, at this point of the day, we can still promise you the size and the color that you need, but that's not going to be true throughout the day.
Right.
So, and we really haven't seen you for a while. We haven't seen you for a couple hours.
Right, and we have lots of stuff coming up.
Right.
So you definitely want to get into that color that you want, because shoes are not like a blouse where you can go up
fudge
a
it.
size. You want to get that size, and the whole size is, remember, if you're half size, we're going down to the nearest whole size.
Okay, so 5 through 12. If you're like a 9.5, you go down to the 9. If you're a whole size, stay there. All right, so this is champagne and this is silver, and we'll show you the two together because they almost are like silver and gold. There you can see how absolutely beautiful. And I love almost like that little sparkle.
Yeah, it has almost like a little Lorax
Doesn't
running
it?
through it. So it really gives you a lot of shine. So this is something, again, you can really dress them up. Like you said, all of these occasions are coming up. The warm weather is arriving.
Yes.
The summertime is arriving. So this is a great option to really dress up.
Look.
Or put them on with your shorts. Pack them in your bag.
Yep.
Right. This is going to be, I always have a tied and a Bella in my bag when I travel.
you?
Because I do. Well, because the Tide is this great EVA bottom. So this is a damp cloth wipeout. You know, you're just
Perfect.
gonna wipe it out, air dry. But I wear these constantly.
And that's
Fantastic.
the navy blue that you see there. And again, it's more of a purple color than it is a navy blue, so keep that in mind. I'll turn you around this way. We'll